Who's actually going to get the most out of a golf launch monitor that comes with its own screen, a 3-camera system, and global leaderboards? Who should walk away because the bundle's price tag will probably never pay off for a casual weekend player? And most importantly, does the Garmin Approach R50 Premium really deliver enough value for the everyday golfer who just wants to shave a few strokes off the game? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Those are the 3 questions that kept me up last night while I was scrolling through forums, watching demo videos, and trying to picture a real-world setup in my garage. First off, let's talk about the situation most of us find ourselves in. You've got a decent set of clubs, maybe a small putting green on the driveway, and you're tired of driving to the range every weekend. You've heard about launch monitors that can tell you ball speed, launch angle, and spin, but the ones you see online either require a pricey subscription, need a dedicated indoor space, or simply give you data you can't interpret without a coach. The Garmin bundle tries to solve that by pairing a 10-inch touchscreen with 3 cameras that claim to track every club in your bag. In practice, that means you can step up to the mat, swing, and watch a virtual representation of your shot instantly on the screen. No phone, no laptop, no extra cables. For anyone who wants an all-in-one experience that feels like a mini simulator, that convenience is the biggest draw. Now, who should actually consider buying it? If you're a low-handicap player who spends at least a few hours a week on the range, the R50 Premium gives you a way to practice without the weather constraints of an outdoor session. The 3-camera system is calibrated to pick up nuances in swing path and club face angle, so you can compare data from your driver to your wedge in the same session. That's handy when you're fine-tuning a new driver loft or trying to find a more reliable distance with your short irons. The built-in simulation on the touchscreen also means you can play a quick 9-hole round on a virtual course while your kids do homework in the next room, the kind of multitasking that keeps practice from feeling like a chore. The other group that finds real value is the social golfer who thrives on competition. Garmin's global leaderboards let you upload scores, compare stats with friends, and even join virtual tournaments. If you've ever missed a weekend tournament because you were out of town, the ability to compete from home can be surprisingly motivating. It also works well for family members who are at different skill levels. The device tracks each club and each player's data separately, so a parent can see how the teenage son's driver is improving while the daughter's iron work stays consistent. On the flip side, there are clear reasons to walk away. If you're the type who only hits the occasional 9-iron on a Sunday afternoon, the R50 Premium's price starts to feel more like a hobby expense than a necessary tool. The bundle still requires a reasonably flat, unobstructed area, about the size of a small garage or a large living room, and you'll need to invest in a good lighting setup. The 3-camera system can struggle in low-light conditions, and you'll end up adjusting bulbs or adding a lamp just to get reliable data. For those who already have a smartphone-based launch monitor that works fine in the backyard, the extra hardware may feel redundant. One practical strength that stands out is the immediacy of visual feedback. When you swing, the screen shows a 3D ball flight, the exact distance, and a breakdown of swing metrics. For a golfer who learns by seeing rather than by numbers, that visual cue can translate abstract data into something you can actually feel on the range. I've seen people describe how watching the virtual trajectory helps them understand why a slight change in grip pressure makes the ball slice versus fade. The fact that all of this is baked into a single device eliminates the multiple app confusion many beginners face. However, the same immediacy can be a weakness if you're looking for depth. The data granularity stops at what the 3 cameras can capture. You won't get spin axis or launch monitor grade accuracy that a professional grade system like TrackMan provides. That means if you're training for a tour-level competition, you'll quickly outgrow the R50's insight. Additionally, the device's reliance on its own software means you're locked into Garmin's ecosystem. Exporting raw data for third-party analysis isn't straightforward, which can be a deal-breaker for coaches who prefer CSV files or integration with swing analysis platforms. Another hidden trade-off is the subscription model. While the initial bundle includes the hardware, access to certain simulation courses, and the full suite of global leaderboards requires a recurring fee. If you're the type who signs up for a year and then forgets to cancel, the cost adds up. For a casual player, The free features: basic swing metrics, simple simulation.